Hi there, this is Mohammed Amir Riyad. Today I am going to show you how to design food menu banner in Photoshop easily and quickly. First, we will create a document 2000 by 2000. We will keep resolution 300 and color mode RGB color. Then we will press on create. Now I am gonna unlock this one. Then go to rectangle tool and create a rectangle. Now I will select it. For that I will go to edit, then fit transform path. Now I will resize it. I will name this stock color and give black color. Now I am gonna lock it so that it will not remove when we will work. Now I am going to group this one. For that I will select by pressing Shift then Ctrl G for group. Now I will rename this one background. Then I will lock it. Now I am going to pen tool option, then select pen tool. Now I will draw a shape. First I will click here. Now I will select it by pressing Ctrl T. Then I will change this color. I will name stock color and give fill color green. I will keep this color. Color code is 31E008. I think it's little bit dark. I think it's too much light. I will something. Now I will keep this color. I will rename this one design. Then lock it. Now I am gonna draw a circle. Now I am gonna name this stock color and keep this fill color white. Then I will center it. Now I will copy this one by pressing Ctrl J. Then I will keep this one under the first one. Now I will increase the size. I will use this one. I will select this image by pressing Ctrl T. Now I am gonna click right. I am gonna double click here. Now I am going to click here, right? Now I will use a image for this one. I will use this image. Now I will select this image by pressing Ctrl T. Now right click, then create clipping mask. Now I am gonna resize this one. Now I am going to lock this image. First I will select both by pressing Shift. Then I will group this by pressing Ctrl G. Then I am going to rename this one image. Now I am gonna lock this one. Now I will type, I will use lemon milk. Here we will use bold. Size will be 100, a little bit 7. I'm gonna select it by pressing Ctrl T, then decrease the size. Now I will duplicate this by pressing Alt and Shift and drag it to the bottom. Then I will double click here, then rename it special. Now I will change the color. Again I will duplicate it by pressing Alt Shift and rename it menu. Now I will give this color white. And I will select this both layer by pressing Shift, then align it. Now I will duplicate this one by pressing Shift Alt key, then rename it logo. Now I will create this circle by pressing Alt Shift and resize the size to 5. I will duplicate this one by pressing Ctrl J, then down to this one by pressing arrow key. Now I am gonna rotate this rectangle. First I will decrease the stroke size to 5 pixels. Then I am gonna rotate it by pressing shift key. I will reduce the size. First I will select this one by pressing Ctrl D. Then I am gonna decrease the size. I will copy this one by pressing Ctrl J. Then move to this one by pressing right arrow. I will change the color white. I will copy again by pressing Ctrl J. Now I will copy this one by pressing Ctrl J. Now I am gonna change this stroke color to black. Yeah. Now I will use this social media icon. I will reduce the size. First I will select this one by pressing Ctrl T, then decrease the size. Now I am draw a rounded rectangle tool. We will keep radius 20 pixel. Then pixel is stroke color none, fill color black. Now I'm gonna draw a rounded rectangle. And keep it center. Now I am gonna select this all. First I am click here, then click here by pressing shift, then group it, Ctrl G. We'll rename this one ellipse. I am gonna type here order now. First I will reduce font size to 10, then rename it order now. Now I will use drop shadow. I will click here, double click here, then go to drop shadow option, then decrease the distance. We'll keep it 3, then spread 6, 5, then size 20. Angle 120, blend mode multiple, and opacity 72. exclude this one by pressing Ctrl J and rename it order now. We are gonna group this for all text, Ctrl J for group, then rename it text. Now I am gonna create a circle. And change the fill color to white and drag it to here. Now I will duplicate this one by pressing Ctrl J, then decrease the size and align to the center, and change this fill color to black. Now we will type 50% off. Now I will duplicate this one by pressing Ctrl J, then down it by using down arrow, then rename it off. Now I will select this both by pressing Shift, then group it by pressing Ctrl G, then rename it 50%. Now I am gonna use drop shadow. That's why first I double click here, then drag it here, drop shadow. Now we are done with our first banner design. Now we are moved to our second banner design. That's why first we will create another file document. File size will be same, 2000 by 2000, and resolution will be 300, and color mode will be RGB. First I will create a rectangle. Now I am gonna resize it. For that I will go to edit option, then select page transform part, Now I'll resize it. Now I'm gonna select these both by pressing Shift key, then Ctrl G for group, and we'll rename this one by background. Now we will use this background gradient. Now we will use gradient to this background, that's why we will double click here, then choose gradient overlay. We will use this gradient. Color code is 0E0D1B, and this color code is 2A2B49. Now I will lock it. Now I will create rectangle, rounded rectangle. We will keep radius 20 pixel and stroke color none and fill color white. Now I will create a rounded rectangle by pressing Alt Shift key. Now I will rotate it by pressing Shift key and align it to the center and decrease the size. I will duplicate this one by pressing Ctrl J, then increase the size. Now I will name this fill color and keep stroke color white, and stroke size will be 5 pixel, and I will align it. Now I will select this both rectangle by pressing Shift, then duplicate these two by pressing Alt and Shift key together. We will doing this one again. Now we will use image. I'll increase the image size by pressing Ctrl T. And click Create Clipping Mask. Now we will group this all image. First we will click here, then drag to the down, then by selecting this all, pressing shift key, then Ctrl G for group, and I will rename this one image. Then I will use drop shadow. Now I am going to draw a circle in the center of this three rectangle. Now I am gonna use an image in the middle of the circle. Now I am gonna create clipping mask and increase the image size. Now I am gonna use drop shadow. Distance will be 5 and spread size will be 12 and size will be 35. Now I am gonna create another circle. Now I am gonna copy this circle by pressing Ctrl J and then decrease the size and align it to the center. Now I will change the color to black. I'm gonna change this color. Now I'm gonna duplicate this one by pressing Ctrl J and then down and then rename it to off. And group this all by pressing Ctrl G and rename it. Now I'm gonna use drop shadow. Now I'm gonna create a circle. I will create the circle by pressing Alt Shift key, and I will name this stroke color and give it fill color to white. I will duplicate this circle by pressing Ctrl J and decrease the size and change the color. I'm gonna increase the font size and change the color. Now I'm going to duplicate this one by pressing Ctrl J, rename it, and then now I'm gonna increase the size. Now I'm going to resize this one by pressing Ctrl T. I'm gonna draw a circle. And give this to color 5 pixels. I'm gonna decrease the size a little bit, then down it by using arrow key. Now I'm gonna duplicate this circle by pressing Ctrl G, and by using arrow key I will down this one. We are done with this one. Now we are going to group this one. Now I am going to create another one. First I will create new file. We'll keep 2000 and 2000. Regulation will be 300. Now I'm gonna draw a rectangle. I'm going to edit option, then select free and transform part. I'm gonna resize it. Now I will use gradient. Double click here, then I'm gonna use blue. I'm gonna select this both and Ctrl G for group. Now I'm gonna duplicate this one by pressing Ctrl J and bring it to the down and increase the size of it. Then I will give fill color none and stroke color white. I'm gonna use this image and I'm gonna group this all. I'm gonna duplicate this one by pressing Alt Shift key and drag it to the down, then rename to this. Again I will copy this one by pressing Alt Shift key. Copy this again by pressing Alt Shift key. Rename this one menu. And I will select this all and then align it. Now I will increase the size. First I will select this both by using Ctrl T, then decrease the size, increase the size. Now I'm gonna change this one color. I will keep this color yellow. Now I will draw a rounded rectangle in the center. I will give this fill color black, white. Now I will copy this one by using Alt Shift key. Now I will change the color of the font. I am gonna do this and rename this order now. I am gonna apply drop shadow, reduce the size and distance. I am gonna draw rectangle by pressing Alt Shift key, and I will rotate this 45 degree for that. I will select this one by using Ctrl key, then I rotate it by pressing Shift key. I am gonna change this color. I will select this all text by pressing Ctrl. Then group this all by pressing Ctrl G. Then rename it text. I'm gonna apply drop shadow. We will keep distance 5, then spread 12, then size 20. I am going to change this gradient. I will keep this gradient. I will give this 80, 120. Then style radial opacity 80, 90%, roll 100%. Then blend mode normal and angle 136. I'm going to use top shadow on the image. First I will unlock this image. Now I will decrease the size of it. Now I will present this all. Now I will take a new file size. I am gonna use gradient here. I will double click here. This dark purple color code is 1D144E and light purple color code is A319F0 and scale 120, angle 136 and style radial, opacity 100 and blend mode normal. I am gonna lock this. Now I will create and now I will draw rectangle and will name this stroke color and give fill color white and resize it. Now I will copy this rectangle by pressing Alt Shift and do it again. Now I will select these three rectangle and align it to the center. Now I will select this banner by pressing Ctrl A and then Ctrl Shift C for copy and then Ctrl V for paste. Now I am gonna select this banner by pressing Ctrl T and decrease the size of it. Again Ctrl A for select, Ctrl Shift C for copy and then Ctrl V for paste. Ctrl A for all select, Ctrl Shift C for copy and Ctrl V for paste. Now I select this all and align it. Now I'm gonna use drop shadow. I will give distance 50, the spread 20, side 70. This is all for today. Thank you for watching.